Are you feeling stuck in your business, professional, or personal life? Or are you struggling to find purpose and direction? Imagine having a clear sense of direction, achieving your goals, and living a fulfilling life. Joy Onyeso Coaching Consult is here to help you. We will work with you to identify your strengths, overcome obstacles, and develop a personalized plan to achieve your dreams. With our coaching and consulting services, you will gain clarity, confidence, and the tools you need to succeed. Do not let fear, lack of clarity, or doubt hold you back any longer. Take the first step towards achieving your goals and living your best life. Contact Joy Onyeso Coaching Consult today. Joy Onyeso Coaching Consult, empowering you to reach your full potential. Call, SMS, or WhatsApp +234 704 229 1171. Or you can visit our website www.joyoyesocoachingconsult.com. very interactive. So we're going to be doing a Q&A session at some point. So just if you have questions, use the comment section. It's going to be highlighted, and I'm going to try and respond to as many questions as possible. And you know, I also have my question for you. I see you, Agochidema. I see you, Mr. Shola. Thank you so much for joining in. Chinelo Enokora, thank you for joining in. Don't forget to put your hashtag TGIF or hashtag Friday Night Hangout. I'm just super excited this night, you know, because it's 197th episode. It's not easy to be here all the time. But look, we make it happen every Friday, 7 p.m. And thank you for joining in. Now we're talking about, you know, how to discover your passion. So you may be at that point where you're saying, how do I know, you know, what my passion is? How do I know what I love doing? Now, I'm going to give you 4 questions to reflect on. And I want you to think deep and hard. Don't stay on the surface. You know how we always, you know, an onion, you know, when you get an onion, for you to use the onion to cook, you have to unpeel it till you get to the real fruit of the onion, right? And then you wash and chop it to cook, right? That's what we're going to do this night. I'm going to ask you to give yourself the permission to unpeel. Unpeel your thoughts. Unpeel your thoughts. I want you to go beyond the surface. So the first thing I will ask you is to reflect on your values. Reflect on your values. What matters most to you? As an individual, what matters most to you? You need to be able to answer that question. So just think about it. What matters most to you? Right here, right now, thinking about the future, what matters most to you? Then the other question I want you to reflect on is, what are you good at? What are you naturally good at? What talents do you have that speaks to your strength? What are you naturally good at? You know, we have things that if you reflect and take a walk down memory lane to even your childhood days, there are things that you just enjoy doing. There are things that you enjoy doing. That brings me to the other question, which is interest. What activities do you do that make you come alive? Some people will say, I love to bake. For me, I know I love to write. I love to teach. I love to transfer knowledge. I love to listen to people speak. So what is it that makes you come alive? Even if you're down, even if you feel out, even if you're feeling blues, you're feeling sad, and you're faced with this activity, you come around, people will say, was it not this person that was looking, you know, also drabby and all that? I want you to really think about it. What is that thing or those things that you love to do that when you're doing them, you come alive? Remember, I've asked you 3 key things, right? The first one is, what are your values? What matters most to you? Some people might say it's love. Some people might say it's authenticity. Some people might say is kindness. Some people might say that it is effective communication. Some people might say that it is caring. You know, it depends on who you are. So just think about it. What are the things that you hold dear to your heart? What are those things that you value? You value it in yourself, and when you find it in others, you value it in others as well. Think about that. And just list out what comes to your mind, right? Do not so, no, it's not this one. No. Just write everything out that comes to your mind, just write them down. The other one is your strength. What do you have natural talents for? I see some people that can weave their hair, and I look at them, I'm amazed. I'm like, whoa. You know how they just sit down and just weave their hair themselves. They love it. Some people are very creative. Some people like to paint. Some people like to cook. No matter how tired they are, they can cook 10 dishes, 5 dishes. They don't get tired. So what is that thing you have a natural flair for? What is it? And then I also said, I want you to think about your interest. What do you do that make you come alive? Some people is dancing. They love to dance. When they just hear music, hey, even if when they are sick, you will see there some part of their body or their head will just be nodding, moving to the music and all of that. And I say, what's up? You know, so just think about that. And then the fourth thing I would ask you to do is think long term. Think long term. What would you want to achieve? What are your dreams? What would you really love to achieve? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, when you're gray and old, what would you love to say? Hey, this is my legacy. This is what I have built. This is what I have achieved. Now, when you think about all these questions I've asked you, put them together and then just start looking at them. Look at the value bits, look at the strength, look at your interest, look at your long-term goals, what you want to achieve. When you put all of this together, it should give you an inclination of what you're passionate about. You should tell you, of what your passion is. Now, if you still have some element of doubt, I would now say, do you have some trusted friend? Do you have a trusted support system that you could ask them? What do they think that you do very well? What do they think, that you're good at? What do they think that you enjoy doing, without knowing? So they could also give you, their own frank or sincere opinion. But, if it's constructive, learn how to filter and learn how to take what works for you, right? Because I don't want you to see yourself only through the lens of others. I also want you to learn how to see yourself, validate yourself, know yourself. That is part of self-awareness. So when we're talking about igniting passion, we're talking about you understanding who you are, being self-aware. Now, how can you now fan the flames of your passion? That's about igniting. How do you ignite it? Now, one way I know that you can ignite your passion is by learning, continuous learning. The day you stop learning is the day you start dying. You want to learn, and it's important where you get your information from. It's important where you get your knowledge from. All of these things are so important. So don't stop learning, right? Think about some new things you want to do. How do you get to do it? In my team meeting today with my team members, we're talking about, personal development. At some point I said, let's learn new skills, right? New skills that, skills are things that when you learn, no one can take it away from you. It becomes yours. It adds value to your life, okay? Now, another thing you can do is to learn how to celebrate yourself. Many of us don't know how to celebrate ourselves. We wait for people to celebrate us. And then when people don't celebrate us, we get upset. Oh, you forgot my birthday. You did one, you did that. Please learn how to validate and celebrate yourself. Celebrating yourself, helps you to improve your confidence level. It means that you have looked at yourself enough and you said, oh, Joy, you've done well. By all my standards, I've done well. Remember that success has a personal reference frame. It doesn't depend on what anyone says or what the society says. It depends on what you have said that success is, okay? Then also learn, we're talking about what ignites, how to ignite or your passion, right? And so I'm also sharing with you some of the things I've done and I've seen that it works. So you can, pick what works for you, adapt what works for you. It's all about being flexible and knowing yourself. Also unpacking some of the things you do. When you pack too many things to do, you become overwhelmed. And when you're overwhelmed, you can't be passionate. You become tired, you become exhausted. So learn how to break your tasks into smaller bits. Learn how to work, in effective time blocks. This speaks to time management. And then give yourself rewards. I have reward system for myself. I'll tell myself, you achieve this, you get this. You achieve this. Sometimes it's something as simple as, you get to drink a bottle of Coke if that's what you want, or you get to eat out, or you get to buy yourself something, but just something that makes you feel happy and satisfied. Okay, so now we've had very interesting conversation. I'm sure you're thinking about what we've been talking about. I want to get questions from you because I also have my own questions for you. And I want you to tell me what this means for you, what is coming true for you. I want to hear you. This is a very interactive program. I want to hear from you. Either you have questions for me or you have comments. Please use the comment section. Keep it alive. And recall that I said I have questions for you, and we're going to be giving our winners free tickets to come into the Friday Night Hangout 200th episode. I'm just super excited about that. But I'm going to be with you shortly. We're going to take a break, and then when we come back, I'll be looking at your comments and all of that. We're going to be looking at your comments and taking questions. So don't go anywhere. The conversation has just got started.
My name is Ozil Demezu. Rediscover and Thrive Retreat. What do I love about the retreat? I love the setting. I love the fact that it's out of town. It's out of my comfort zone. It's out of where I am used to. And I love the serene environment. It's not a hotel. It felt like being in my own home. And then the togetherness, being able to be together in the same space, and then the fact that it was a safe space where I could share my mind. I love that.
Okay, welcome right back. That's the Rediscover and Thrive Retreat 2025. Recall, we're talking about igniting passion. One of the ways you can ignite passion is to give yourself a safe space to rest, to rejuvenate, and also to re-energize. And that's what the Rediscover and Thrive Retreat is all about. It's not for everyone. It's for highly productive women. If you're a woman leader, if you're an entrepreneur, if you've discovered your voice, what you've been called to do, but you're in a season where you're feeling overwhelmed. I talked about, when you're feeling overwhelmed, sometimes it stops you from moving forward. This is the kind of women we're inviting into the Rediscover and Thrive Retreat. We want to give you a safe space for you to recreate yourself, to give you a safe space for you to plan your next big season. And we're entering into the last phase, the last quarter of 2024. It comes with a lot of activities. And oftentimes as women, we get tired because this retreat is strictly for women. And so it's very important for you to plan your me time. That's why we have this retreat in January, just after the new year. You say bye, you sorted everyone, and then you take off for 3 days to just come and fill yourself up and get yourself ready to run the journey of 2025. It's a gift that you must, avail yourself. And so if you're interested in knowing more about the Rediscover and Thrive Retreat, if you want to know how to join us, if you have questions, we'll be hosting a Rediscover and Thrive call. It's called a Discovery Call. Let's see if you are fit to come into the retreat. Let's see if we have what it takes, to fulfill what your desires are. So make it a date with us. There's going to be a link in the comment section. Join us in the WhatsApp group. In that WhatsApp group, the link is in the comment section. We're going to be having frank, safe conversations on even how we can run the rest of the year. So it's a lot. It's an opportunity to, be in that space. We only want people who are committed to their growth, people who are committed to their next season. So it's not for everyone. It's for that woman who is committed to her next season, who knows that she wants to be all that God has called her to be, and she wants her passion. Then this WhatsApp group is for you. We're waiting to receive you at the WhatsApp group. So don't forget, the link is in the comment section. Just click on it and it will take you right into our WhatsApp group. Okay. One of the things we do here is that we like to know what to bring to you every month. Our things for the month is drawn from what you tell us. And so I want to know, what kind of content do you want to see on the Friday Night Hangout? Thank you to all those who have been putting out some of the topics or things they want to see us run on the Friday Night Hangout. So we want to see more of that so that it can help us to plan for other months. We want to make sure that the content we are bringing here is what you want to see. So we've had questions on how can I ignite my passion? How can I know what I'm passionate about? And that's what we brought to you here today. So please use the comment section. Tell us what you want me to talk about, and I'll try my best to serve you hot what you want me to discuss, and just for us to share our opinion. Now, remember that I said that we have questions. We have questions for you, and we're going to be selecting lucky winners tonight on tonight's episode, and you're going to be coming into, you're going to be coming into the studio live. You see where I am here? You're going to come in here live. And aside this, you're going to be joining us in a celebration, because it's a celebration. It's really a celebration. Aside this, we're going to be having beautiful time together, good music, food, drinks, takeaway pack from one of our partners. It's just going to be a whole lot. So who is excited? First of all, it's exciting that we are hitting our 200 episode. As a Okay, so that's going to happen October 11th, and we are almost there. So the first question I'm going to ask, just a minute, let me take a sip. So the first question I'm going to be asking tonight is, excuse me, what month was Friday Night Hangout launched? What month was Friday Night Hangout launched? What month? I want you to tell me the month that Friday Night Hangout was. If you've been following me up, you've been listening to previous episodes, you would know what month. So what month was Friday Night Hangout launched, right? And also, what was our topic of conversation last week, Friday? What was our topic of conversation last week, Friday? Let's see who is going to get this. Just keep your answers coming in. Keep your answers coming in. Remember the two questions. What month was Friday Night Hangout launched? What month was it launched? And the second question is, what was the theme of our conversation last week, Friday? We had a good conversation last week, Friday. What did we discuss? Use the box and give us your answer. And while we're at it, do not forget to click on the link to join us in the WhatsApp group if you're interested in joining us at the Rediscover and Tribe Retreat Discovery Call. Please use the link right there and join us in the WhatsApp group where we're going to have some good conversations. Okay, so I'm waiting to get your response. Put it in. And I also want to thank you for staying tuned with us all these years. It's not been a joke. Frankly, I was discussing this tonight with my team, and I was saying we're in the 197th episode. Who can believe our report? It means 197 times we've come on live, despite everything. When you calculate it, it will tell you how many years that I've been doing this. And the more the days go by, the more I'm enjoying doing this. This is one of my way of also giving back and also inviting you. As a transformational coach, one of the things I love to do is to help women to discover their true calling, to discover their purpose, and to live their best life. I hold your hands on your journey of becoming, whether it's in your personal journey, your business journey, your professional journey. I'm right there to hold your hands. So always make it a date with us on the Friday Night Hangout. So to recap our conversation for tonight, we've been talking about igniting passion. We've been talking about igniting passion. I said passion is something that you just love, you enjoy doing. It's very different from purpose. Purpose is why you enjoy doing what you do, right? Passion is what you love doing. And then your purpose speaks to the why. Why your passion speaks to what you enjoy doing. And now I said, I had some questions last time. People were asking, some of us were asking, how do I even know my passion? And, I gave us 4 reflective questions. The first one is find out what matters most to you. That speaks to your values. And then find out what you're naturally good at. That speaks to your strength. And it's important to find out what activities excite you. What activity makes you come alive. That speaks to your interest. And then the 4th question that you need to answer is, where do you see yourself in when you're gray? That speaks to your long-term goal. What do you want to achieve? If you're able to sincerely answer these questions, then you're on your way to living your best and passionate life, okay? And don't forget that Steve Jobs says that your passion is what drives your dream. So it means that if you're not passionate, it's difficult for you to drive your dream. And then don't forget to also look at the questions to win a free ticket. So the first question is, what month did we launch the Friday Night Hangout? The second one is, what was the topic of conversation last week on the Friday Night Hangout? We're going to pick the first winners. The first person to give us the correct answer, the first question becomes our first winner. And the first person to give us the correct answer on the second question becomes our first winner. So we're going to be watching, even those watching the replay, you have an opportunity to win this. But recall that we're in Enugu, Nigeria. So don't waste the tickets. Be sure that you want to win tickets and you can come into the studio, because we're going to be reserving special seats for you. See, those of you from the Friday Night Hangout who will be coming in to celebrate with us, you're special to us. We have a special thing for you. And so we're looking forward, my team and myself, to welcoming you. I hope tonight I've given you something to chew on. I've given you some nuggets to reflect on. And it's a Friday. It's really a Friday. I want you just to find ways of distressing. I want you to find ways of smelling the roses. So what are you committing to doing this weekend? What are you committing to doing this weekend? Do you want to go dancing? Do you want to read? Do you want to Netflix and chill, I will say? Or what do you want to do this weekend? Listen, make out time for yourself and with yourself. You know, we've been talking about igniting passion. It's difficult to know how to ignite passion if you don't know who you are. And one of the ways of really knowing you is spending time with you. So I invite you tonight, can you just take out time to spend, some time with yourself? And this is to encourage you before we wrap up. There's a lot happening right now. Just know that it's a phase and you can thrive even in the face of uncertainty. It's the truth you tell yourself that motivates you to keep pushing on. Remember that passion is what drives your dream. It doesn't matter what the situation is. As long as you're passionate, you can achieve your dream, right? As long as you're passionate, you can achieve your dream. I think we have a first winner for the second question. Congratulations, Chinelo Enokora. She answered correctly the second question. What did we discuss last week? And that is discovering. Well, I will give it to her. Is discovering your purpose. So I give it to you, Chinelo, but you did get the first question right. So we have our first winner for tonight. Congratulations, Chinelo. Congratulations. Your free ticket will be sent to you. Your free ticket will be sent to you. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. So on this note, I want to say thank you so much for staying tuned with us. Don't go yet. We have just one more information to give to you, and then stay and dance to the Friday Night Hangout song. Have you listened to the lyrics? Listen to the lyrics tonight. By chance you haven't listened to it, listen to it, and I trust me, it's going to make your night. So I look forward to seeing you next week, Friday. Stay tuned, share the message, bring in as much people as you can. I love, honor, and celebrate you. And I remain your host, Joy Onyeso, your transformational coach. See you next week, Friday.